If you're still sending your photo galleries through basic cloud folders, it's time to stop, because the way you deliver your photos is just as important as your work itself, and I find a lot of photographers completely overlook this part of the workflow. Most of us start by just sending an online drive link, and while it works to an extent, it is a really underwhelming way for your clients to experience something that's supposed to be special, and it doesn't do your work justice. So let me show you a better way to present your work that I've realized makes a huge difference. I've been using Pic-Time, who are sponsoring this video because they just released Pic-Time 2.0, and the best part is they have a completely free plan that you can start with. So I'm going to show you how I set up my galleries, how I customize them, how you can use galleries to sell prints and albums, and show you everything that's new in this 2.0 update, because Pic-Time is going to help make your work look more premium and give your clients a great experience looking through their final images. Let's start with exactly how I set up my galleries. So this is the new dashboard, and by the way, I made a new account to show you all of this so I don't share my actual client galleries, as some of them are private, so I made some new ones to be able to demonstrate. But the dashboard has a quick link to create a new gallery. You can fill out all the details from your shoot, then you can upload your photo files and video clips. For something like a portrait session, I'll usually keep everything together, but for larger shoots like weddings, you can break everything into sections to make it easier for your clients to scroll through instead of having just a block of hundreds of images. And I love how the video clips autoplay like this. These are all 3 to 5 second little clips that I've exported. And you can also upload full-length videos, so that's helpful if you're like Dan and I, who offer photo and video packages. This is a really nice way to be able to present both of our work together. Now, my favorite part of Pic-Time, which just got a huge overhaul in version 2.0, is the design of your galleries. So instead of every gallery looking very similar, you can now fully customize it to match your style or the style of the photo shoot. There are a whole bunch of presets to start with that are all super beautiful, but I really like editorial and minimal in particular. And then you can tweak things like fonts, some of the design elements, you can change the grid styles, and choose from these new color schemes, which include both light and dark backgrounds. Okay, let's head back, because you can also change your gallery cover, and they've added over 30 cover options. Some are nice and minimal, and some are animated too. So by pressing edit selection, you can even choose which photos to include in the cover from your gallery. There's an option to change the scene headers, so these are the segments in your gallery, and I'll show you all the options just here. You can choose which photo is displayed, and then you have some different design options, including text only. And you can select what colors and text you want, and these can all be changed individually for each segment that you have. If you've made a lot of customizations, you can save it as a template, so every gallery you send can stay consistent without having to rebuild it from scratch every time. As you can see while I was showing you all those options, it's so easy to adjust everything, and you get a live preview of what you're doing as well. Since a lot of people are going to open their gallery on their phone, you can click this button to get a preview of that, because everything is now optimized for mobile, so it still feels really clean and easy to use. Next, we have gallery setup. So this is where you have full control over how your gallery works for the client. So things like expiry dates, access, if you want to allow high res or low res downloading for your clients or not. You can set sales automations just here, and you even have the option to create collections for vendors instead of having to give them access to the entire gallery. So let's click on Preview Gallery, because this is what your client is going to see, and this is where everything comes together. With version 2.0, it's even easier for clients to interact with their photos. So they can do things like create their own collections. They can easily pick favorites just like this and add them to a collection to be able to share with family or curate what they want printed. For bigger galleries, there's even an AI search, so you or your clients can use it to find specific people by clicking on them here, or they can search with keywords. Speaking of prints, this is another part of photo delivery that most photographers are completely overlooking, and you're missing out on potential income. So your clients can order prints and albums directly from this gallery. So instead of hoping that they'll come back to you and print them later, it's all built in, which makes it way more likely that they actually do it. Pic-Time have print vendors all over the world, which makes this whole process super easy for you. You can also set your own pricing on that, so it becomes just an extra stream of income from work that you've already done. And something new are these print previews that give you a visual example of what it'll look like in real life, including scale, which is really cool. The same goes for albums. Albums can be a big process for photographers because there is a lot of back and forth, but Pic-Time has an inbuilt album designer, so you also don't need to be going out to buy another software or paying for another subscription to do this. Let me show you. I'm going to press Start Customizing, select the options I want, and press Select Photos. Here you can choose one by one, you can use the AI search, or you can otherwise choose a collection and it'll automatically create an album spread for you. Then it's a super easy system if you want to customize the album, so you can select reorder and click and drag page spreads. If you click on a spread, you can adjust individual images, you can swap out images to different ones, and you can even change the layout by choosing from all these pre-made options. And even pages like this album editor have been optimized to work on mobile. A lot of people, again, feel more comfortable doing things on their phone nowadays, so you want to make it as easy as possible for your clients to be ordering extras like this after you've delivered their photos. So just like prints, this whole process removes friction and makes people more likely to actually go through with making orders. Once the gallery is ready, you can share it with your client by clicking Share. These are all the options you have to choose from, and something new that they've added that I really like is how it can automatically generate a short vertical preview video of your gallery. So your clients can share it on social media, which can help increase your reach as a photographer. So if you want to try this out, Pic-Time actually has a free plan that you can start with, and I've left the link in the description if you want to check it out. And I'm curious, how are you currently delivering your photos? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.